Hey guys, welcome back and happy Monday. All right, guys, so you know that normally we do hot, messy topics on Monday, but today's a little bit different. So we're going to postpone that until next week. We also normally do our members only Let's Whine About It at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We haven't posted that today because there's a lot happening as we get ready to go out to New York. So we're also doing that next Monday and we're doing those back to back. Lots going on, I know, but just keep up. We didn't honestly anticipate this hot, messy podcast being as much work as it is. But I think it's just because we're getting our bearings and we're trying to just get in the groove of things, right? We didn't learn how to do YouTube overnight. So in the meantime, guys, we're back to talk about Teddi Mellencamp, who's the last person who should be criticizing someone, but she's still criticizing, and it looks like she wants a piece of the Hilton family drama. Now, before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to go to the description of this video, click on Hot Messy Podcast, give us a listen, give us a review, a rating, whatever they call it. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so we all know Teddi Mellencamp, who now it seems like she's more relevant than ever based off of her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod on iHeartRadio, which is the most wild thing because nobody cared about Teddi Mellencamp when she was on the show, when she was on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I feel like she was almost non-existent. Like she was just kind of an extra who was on the show. And now that she goes on with Tamra Judge, which I think that helps her a little bit, but that she goes on with Tamra Judge, it's like she's blasted out all over Reality Blurb, Radar Online, Page 6. Like she's getting more attention now than ever. So Tamra deserves a thank you gift. Teddi Mellencamp is taking a stand for her friend, Kyle Richards. As we all know, that Teddi Mellencamp acts as a mouthpiece for Kyle Richards, who continues to be shaded by her niece Paris Hilton amid her ongoing drama with Kathy Hilton, her sister. During a recent episode of her podcast with Tamra Judge, Two Teas in a Pod, you could see where she reacted to the negative tweets that Paris has been liking by suggesting that she's doing so on Kathy's behalf. Yeah, it's her mom. She's probably pissed. Of course she's liking negative tweets. On what? Paris is, taking things without knowing the full context, putting pressure on her aunt on behalf of her mom. And, I personally think those who live in glass houses maybe shouldn't throw stones, like in the world of Twitter. She's probably referring to the stupid House of Hilton book. I actually can't say, well, I don't want to call it stupid. I haven't read the book, so I don't want to sound ignorant. I don't actually know what's in the book, but I've heard all about this book and how this book is going to be used as a tool to take down the Hilton family, and it exposes all of the secrets. And I'm guessing that's what Teddi Mellencamp is saying is, you shouldn't throw stones when your house is made of glass too. Girl, what are you talking about? Back in August, Paris' shade towards Kyle began when she shared a group photo of the cast, and that Kyle had been cropped out of, this photo on Twitter, stating that Kathy, Garcelle, Sutton, and Crystal are her favorite cast members on the series. Weeks later, Paris, I know you guys remember that too. That was the Rinna beauty event photo where they were all dressed up. Yeah, homeless, not toothless, toothless, not homeless, homeless, not toothless, toothless, not. You guys get it. Weeks later, Paris once again got the attention of her fans and followers by saying that Kyle was so unkind for failing to allow Kathy to promote a tequila brand she invested in amid their cast trip to Aspen, and liking a tweet in which Kyle was slammed as a shitty sister. By the way, Casa Del Sol, that tequila brand, I have one coming to me as a PR thing, but I did get my hands on one thanks to Murray and Matt. Murray are amazing members of our Adams family, and they're in town visiting and brought a Casa del Sol, which is actually originally Eva Longoria's tequila, but Kathy and her daughter Nikki invested into it. It's freaking delicious. And I'm not just saying that because it's Kathy Hilton, because I don't care. I mean, if I try someone's stuff and I don't like it, like Lisa Vanderpump, I love her rosé, and people are like, oh, it's just because you worked for her. No, I'll tell you if it's shitty. It's not. So it's just, I'm allowed to give an opinion. It doesn't always have to be biased around here, guys. Just hang. Continuing on to the listeners, Teddi said that when it comes to the ladies' tequila drama, Kathy was able to promote her selected brand and did so regardless of seemingly demeaning reactions of her castmates. That wasn't the point, though. I know that they all keep saying, well, Kathy shows up and she doesn't have to go snowmobiling. She gets to sleep in. She only has to put in half the effort. That's what she signed up for. She's a friend of the show. She's not contractually obligated to give exactly what everyone else is giving. She doesn't need to appear in every single scene. She is a friend of. She's not a full-time contract. Just like kind of what Teddi should have been on the show. What happened with Kyle and the tequila and Lisa Rinna and all of those things? I think there is an unwritten rule that, like, yes, of course, all housewives and friends of are going to plug their brands. But regardless of them talking about it or not, Kathy talked about it multiple times. Teddi also noted that Kathy had failed to participate in other cast events prior to promoting the tequila. I knew that part was coming out. Kathy comes to Aspen. She now, doesn't show up to snowmobile or ski, and she's sleeping, and then comes up. Then she wants her 2 seconds of shtick and then to plug her tequila. And they're all stoned and laughing about it. That's the smartest thing that Teddi said. While Kyle has remained tight-lipped in regard to her tension with Paris, Paris has continued to shade her in the recent weeks with liked messages about her aunt allegedly exploiting their family and suggesting that she would never have landed her role on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills if it weren't for the Hiltons. Kyle, in my opinion, exploits the fact that she's Paris and Nikki's aunt on the regular, like it's a personality trait. But she can't give Paris and Nikki, well, their mother, 10 seconds of support for a product she's promoting on that same show. And this was one of the messages that Paris Hilton liked, which is shady, but I'm here for it. Kyle is mad because Rich screams and wealth whispers. She needs to bow down because she wouldn't even be on this damn show if it wasn't for Kathy Hilton. Never mind Paris and Nikki Hilton. Read another one that Paris also liked. As an honorary Hilton, because that's what Kathy gave me the title of, almost like I feel like I've been knighted. You know how like they deem a knight with a sword, whatever. I am the A to the B and the C, and that would be Baron and Conrad. This is all Kathy. Go watch the interview. But my point here is, well, I guess I didn't have a point. That's what I was going to say is Paris just followed me on Twitter, which I thought was kind of cool. But my whole thing here is, yes, Paris is liking these things. I'm wondering if we're going to find out in the future, or we're going to get it was a social media manager, or what the case is going to be. At this point, I don't really care. I think that everybody has been unfair. I think that they took this way too far, especially with Kathy Hilton. No, we don't know exactly what was said. Yes, she admitted that it was out of frustration, but the blatant smear campaign takedown is just exhausting. But I don't want to just give you my opinion and not ask what you think. So go ahead, comment below, give me your thoughts. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And also go to the description of this video. Hot Messy Podcast. New episode drops tomorrow, episode 2. I go on a freaking rant, man. But episode 2 drops tomorrow, and I want to hear what your thoughts are. So go ahead, do all those things, and I hope you guys have a beautiful week. Happy Monday, and I'm sorry that we don't have Hot Messy Topics, but we do have Hot Messy Podcast. Did I miss anything? No, I think we're good. And I'll be posting photos and videos from what we're doing today as far as like everything that we have going on and why we're actually missing Let's Whine About It and Hot Messy Topics. And I apologize, but again, we are just rescheduling for next week. We're just pushing it back. We're not canceling it altogether. Bye, guys.